Last year, my family was falling apart, not in the dramatic sense, but in that quiet, exhausted way that creeps in when life becomes too heavy to carry. Mark, my husband, was drowning in work. Our daughter, Emma, had just graduated college and was lost in the fog of what came next. And me, I was just tired of pretending we were okay. So one night, as I scrolled through Airbnb listing, Emma leaned against me, half interested. While I searched for an escape, then I saw it an old ranch house in New Mexico, miles from anywhere. It looked peaceful, but something about it made me pause. The photos showed long, flat land stretching into nowhere. A weathered house, standing alone beneath a bruised sky. Emma frowned. It looks kinda creepy. I laughed. Maybe creepy's what we need. A week later, we were driving toward that very house, gravel crunching beneath the tires, the air thick with desert dust. It was exactly like the photos. Old, quiet, still. Inside, everything was clean, but ancient furniture that whispered with age. Wooden floors that sighed beneath every step. But for the first time in months, we felt like a family again. We played cards that night. We laughed. For a few hours, it felt like maybe the world had stopped spinning. When Mark fell asleep, I stayed awake reading. It was nearly midnight when I felt it cold, fingers brushing the bottom of my feet. Under the blanket, I flinched, laughing nervously. Emma cut it out. But when I looked up, the room was empty. The air was still. Mark was snoring. The hallway light flickered softly. I got up and opened Emma's door. She was fast asleep. My chest went tight. I left her room, turned on my bedside lamp, and kept it on all night. The next morning, I said nothing. I didn't want to sound crazy. That evening, Emma and Mark were in the kitchen cooking when it happened again. I was watching them from the couch when a dark figure walked slowly between us, silent, steady, and vanished through the wall. No sound, no shadow, just gone. I froze. Emma turned. Mom. But I said nothing. What could I say? Later that night, Emma came to me, pale and shaking. Mom, I keep waking up. I hear whispering in the hallway. At first, I thought it was you and Dad, but it wasn't, I said before she could finish. We just stared at each other. She didn't need to ask if I'd seen something too. We decided not to tell Mark. He'd never believe it. Emma slept on the couch that night, refusing to be alone. When morning came, Mark went into town, leaving us behind. The house felt different, heavy, like it was waiting for us. That's when we started exploring. Near Emma's room, a small door caught our eye, a closet, but the paint was newer than the others. Inside, behind a few cleaning supplies, was a wooden panel, oddly out of place. Emma knelt, touching it carefully. Mom, should we open it? I hesitated, then nodded. The panel creaked open. Inside was a crawl space, small, dark, and stale with dust. And right at the entrance lay a stuffed rabbit, torn, faded. It looked like it had been there for decades. Emma reached toward it. Don't touch it, I whispered. She froze, then quietly closed the panel. That night, neither of us spoke. Around 2 a.m., we heard footsteps in the hallway. Soft, careful, moving toward our door. Then a knock. Just one. We didn't move, didn't breathe. The silence that followed was unbearable. After what felt like forever, the footsteps moved away. The next morning, the house felt empty again. Too empty. We left without saying a word to each other. None of us have gone back. But sometimes, late at night, when I wake suddenly, I swear I feel the faintest brush of something cold at my feet. And I remember the hands beneath the blanket. If you ever find yourself scrolling Airbnb late at night, looking for peace in the middle of nowhere, be careful what peace you find, because some houses never rest, and some things never stop reaching out. Like and subscribe before something cold finds your feet tonight.